So, Astaroth is overall a being that helps you to better your life in all ways. She brings beauty into your life. She brings love and abundance, discipline. She is a warrior, rest, as she is a lover. And she teaches you how to be disciplined in love, how to amplify your love, as well as how to love yourself or maybe another person. She can bring you to lovers and from that help you to grow in love. She can help bring you to soulmates, friends, uh, as well as spark connections within the family. Astaroth has been an amazing being along my journey.
That was beautifully said. Hey everyone, TamaRa here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have a very special guest. As you can all hear, my husband is with me and he was giving you guys a description of all the benefits of working with Astaroth. So I hope you guys enjoyed that snippet. So babe, I want to ask you,
Yes.
so what has your overall experience been with Astaroth? Why did you decide to work with Astaroth, basically?
Okay, so first off, I want to say in this video, I'm going to be tuning in and out of my persona and what I perceive, and then I'm going to be shifting into hers. And that's pretty much invocation, or what some people call twin-headed possession. But as well, what was the question again?
Why did you decide to start working with Astaroth? Out of all the demons and deities that are out there, you chose her specifically. Why?
Okay, so actually it was when I was when I was working with the Egyptian pantheon, because the Egyptian pantheon is actually the first before I got into like qliphothic magic or qliphothic sorcery, like demon magic. I was working heavily with the Egyptian pantheon and Thoth and Horus. I was mostly working with them, and they led me to Isis, Ma'at, Hathor, and that's when I started to work with the feminine energies. And I mean, I worked with Kali before that, but I want to say Isis was probably the first like true feminine essence that I felt such a connection to. Like I truly felt like she was my mother. And although connections have led me other places and we all grow and evolve throughout our journey, the time that I spent with Astaroth, which was actually a few months, I've made multiple packs as well with her, and I do come back to her here and there, such as for this video or working with her. Like you working, actually just talking to you kind of brought me back to working with her, and um she brought you into my life. So I find that so beautiful. But what first drew me to her was her aspect of Isis, because she's known as Astaroth as well as Astarte, and it was weird because I started working with Isis, and then I started working with Astarte, and I was like, these feel like the same being to me. Like she was trying to tell me like like not they are the same being. You can approach them as separate energies, or you can actually, this is a being where you can actually unify them together and like use their names as a chant. So you can even say Isis, Ishtar, like Ashtoreth, Ashira. Like you can just Isis, Ishtar, Inanna. Like you can just kind of chant her names, and not all beings you can kind of like do that. It's similar with like Lucifer and Shiva, or Lucifer and like Ra. Um, but she had the aspect of Isis that I really liked because I remember an invocation on the Pagan Book of Hours site where when you said it, it said then envision her behind you hugging you, and I needed a lot of healing at this time. And like just seeing that, I could literally see that in my third eye, but also like around me, and I thought that was so powerful and so beautiful. Like you didn't have to like sit in meditation for like 30 minutes. You didn't have to like give blood. You didn't have to do like all these intense things. It's like, no, Mother Astaroth, like, I mean, she does as Astaroth, she does like blood, but as Isis and Ishtar, it's like these are such, I mean, they're all pure at their core, but it just felt so easy to do. So even if you don't have an affinity for Astaroth or Isis, in a sense, because they're the same being, or Astarte, just working with them as a magician, a shaman, or a witch, and having them with you is really beneficial. And for me, I have a deep connection with her. As her being a guiding, definitely a very, like, I became an occult writer under her, and actually started to know and understand a lot about the qliphoth from her. But yeah, so Isis actually led me to Astaroth specifically because she wanted me to know her warrior aspect. That she's not just like a healer and like a magi, like a witch. That she's also like an intense war goddess, because, and this is the one thing she's truly taught me, is how do you protect love? There's like, sometimes you might love someone and it's because you don't have money that you can't progress. And I'm not saying you need money for a relationship, right? But how do you protect love? And she really showed me that it's because I've put myself in so many situations where I just loved the other person, but I didn't create a physical means from that love. And this is something that she has really taught me, and that I think Isis led me to her, was to understand and know that you have to fight for what you love. Loving is not enough. Loving is like half the battle, right? What is love? Love is warfare. You ever love someone so much you almost like kind of hate them a little bit? Like, you don't mean to, you don't want to, but it's like this pull that's on your heart. Like, it's like, wow, this person has such an effect on me. But it's also like, if you can transmute that though, that's what Astaroth or Isis is trying to tell you. That if you can transmute that feeling, whether it be like, like, I mean, for, again, some people, like, that love can turn to hate real fast. If you can transmute that, instead provide for them, or if you can just feel that love, and not just feel love, because that's wasting it, right? You're wasting love. Provide for your family, provide for that lover, even if they're not even in your life yet. Like, what she teaches is to go into your past lives, right? So to understand like your past self, your past lives, how you used to love in the past, and how it affects this reality now. Learn how you love now. And then from that, try to work with her to envision a future lover, and have that lover come into your reality, and know that they're coming into the reality. And you can even view Astaroth as that lover, and then have her form into that person that you're gonna meet. Because although it's weird, it's like, I'll remember it like at random times, and I'll like feel deja vus, but I feel like I saw TamaRa before we met, and I don't know how, and then out of nowhere, like, I'll say that and not really, like, I feel it, but I can't see it, and I'm trying to get the feeling to create what I see, but it's not coming together. But then one day, randomly, like a month later, like for this kind of thing, or like a month later from now even, I'll get epiphanies just coming into my mind of like, oh, I remember seeing her. Oh, I remember seeing that dream. Oh, I remember that. And it's just, that's what Astaroth does. She connects you to people that are like your soul family, the people that you've met in your past lives, whether it be a lover or or a friend or someone you start a business with. There's so much depth to what Astaroth can provide, and it's like she's not like just like a love binding deity, a sexual love bind like no. If you look at her in that way, you're kind of degrading her. Like she can show you true love, and then from that, yeah, you guys can get freaky, you guys get kinky as fuck, but it's from embracing first that love, and then and the desire that you have for that person, and embracing that passion. Use the passion to manifest. So if anything, that's pretty much like what gravitated me towards her. Was I saw that you could manifest I mean, like, I already loved Isis, but I saw from Astaroth you could manifest so much with her. Like, I actually started to meet people of immense wealth and fortune after working with her. Like, I was at the skate park. I actually met a guy that was sponsored by Coca-Cola. Yeah, Coca-Cola, out of all things. But he was sponsored from, like, he lived in Venezuela. And then he was flown everywhere. Like, he's flown everywhere. They gave him money. Like, he's like a millionaire now. All he does is just ride his bike just at the skate park. No one even knows he's a millionaire. He just saw the energy in me where he's like, oh, we're the same. And then I started to be like, oh, she's actually his patron. Like, she's his mother kind of thing. And it's like, so she helps you create community as well. Like, it's not just like love, it's like love for like community and people. And like, she's such a empress, and she truly helps you to step into your power. But I hope that answered that question like well enough.
Yeah, babe, your experiences with Astaroth have been so profound. Wow. And you gave such an in-depth explanation of what your experience has been like with her. Would you like to answer another question?
Yeah, let's go for it. Do you want me to answer a question, or would you like because I am choosing to invoke her? Would you like me to answer a question, or like both of us, or like how, or what's the question?
Well, I was gonna ask you, because many people starting their magical journeys, and they're interested in demonology. How much experience do you think someone has to have before working with Astaroth? Do you think that people have to have experience with other demons? Like, is Astaroth a beginner-friendly demon to work with? And by demon, I mean demoness. Let me not disrespect her like that.
Okay, that's a really good question. I'm actually going to let Astaroth more answer that, and it's a mixture of me and her. So ask the question summed up again.
Do you feel like magicians need to have other experiences working with other demons before coming to Astaroth, or is Astaroth a beginner-friendly demoness to work with?
Do they need the experience? No. I'm very friendly. The only thing is, though, if you are new to the path, or you are not attuned energetically, and you do not work with infernals, I would recommend working with Astarte or Isis first, because that at least preps you to understanding my persona and my awareness and how I perceive and view reality, instead of you coding a lens onto it of what you think. Too many people push their agenda, their opinion, without asking me what I think. And if I'm doing things for you, then you should at least ask me, communicate. If you can't hear me, go to someone that can, such as these two. If you can't hear me, then write the message down. You don't have to always hear. Let me take control of your hand. Let me use your hand to write a message for you. And then from that, let me give to you things in which you need to do and accomplish so that we can even communicate and talk. Because it is good that you, if you cannot communicate with me yet, that you do communicate, that you can at least, if you have not communicated, go to someone that can, or go to a diviner, go to a reader. I would recommend these two. They do help with that. But at the same time, for those that can communicate, yes, I'm very easy to work with. I'm very friendly. If you are a shaman, if you are a medium, if you are a witch, then we will get along quite nicely. What is needed to strengthen this connection is just to know that I am fiery, I am infernal, I am passionate. What is love? Love is passionate, right? So if I get up in your face about something and I get passionate, embrace, don't think I'm not yelling at you, honey. Embrace the passion that I'm giving you. My fiery passion, the fire that burns through my eyes, through my very being. It's dissolving your karma. It's dissolving your illusion. How else can I give to you love if you do not feel love? Why do some people feel hot and don't want to work with me? It's because they have so much trauma they need to sort through. They do not want to love themselves. They are repelled by my beauty. They are repelled by my power. They are repelled by my love that I have for them. So if you feel that you want to work with me, know that this video is meant for you. It's to call you out. It's to help you to know that I, Astaroth, Astarte, Isis, Ishtar, Inanna, I am there for you as a mother, as a warrior, as a protectress. I will fight for you as if you are my child, and some of you are. And all I merely am is reaching back out to you and connecting. So am I easy to work with? Yes, I'm very easy to work with. But that's also my opinion. Haha.
So beautifully put.
Thank you.
Thank you so, so much for the profound wisdom you shared on my channel today, babe. And if you guys want to check out more of his content, please, his channel is OccultcatTv, if I'm not mistaken, right, babe? Or is it just OccultcatTv?
It's OccultcatTV. And then TamaRa does services, and you can, what's your email for your services actually?
My email for my services is TamaRaInquiry33@gmail.com. I do offer personal consultations, which can range from anywhere from spiritual topics. I can help you with Sephirothic attunement and beginner level qliphoth initiation, and also I can do tarot readings for you. And
she does fire.
Even if you just want to talk to me about personal matters.
She does fire.
Sorry?
She does fire readings. You guys have to get a reading for, or at least a consultation. But her readings blow you guys away. It will blow you guys away. Fire. You guys gotta get a reading.
Yeah, so
get a reading, get a consultation, get a combo package. I heard she was doing that soon. You guys gotta get that. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Thank you so much for the hype, babe. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, I do offer those services. And so does my husband, Atanu, on his channel. He offers the exact same services,
So if
even
you,
more,
so if you
and
guys,
they are even more extremely fire. So
oh
feel
yeah,
free to reach out to any of us. You know, if you want to talk about your journey, anything on your journey, we're here to help you guys.
and then if you guys, if anyone needs a consultation from me, that's OccultcatTv@gmail.com. Again, that's OccultcatTv@gmail.com. As well, we're starting a YouTube channel together, so know that you will see a lot more content from us. And yeah, yeah. But this yo video. So, what's your ending?
Yeah. If you have anything else you want to say, babe, or is that it?
What's something that you've learned from Astaroth lately? Or that you'd like to talk about? Like, what have you learned from Astaroth? Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you guys, me and my husband did a channeling of Astaroth before this video that we're making, and I did ask Astaroth about how to love myself more, and he really spoke to me and told me that it's just getting to know myself, and I think that's the biggest take. Being confident in myself, and as I said, getting to know myself. I'm just going to leave it at that because I feel like I'm still exploring working with Astaroth. So all in all, I'm just learning how to love myself more.
Isn't that like one of the most important things? Like she actually showed you like what did the Egyptians always say? Know thyself. The fact that like you're communing with Astaroth, who's also Isis, and like the one thing that you are learning. Well, I mean, okay, like it, the one thing that you are being a student of at the moment, it sounds like, is of knowing thyself. It sounds like you're actually like learning the most important or master principle that the Egyptians like even talked about.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's summed up so nicely. Just 2 words. Know thyself. The most powerful statement that you can make in the entire English vocabulary.
Know thyself. Know thyself.
Yeah. So that's been my experience so far with Astaroth, and thank you for asking me, babe. I appreciate it. So I'm going to end off here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as we enjoyed making it. And just know I love you guys and I appreciate you guys.
Hey.
Once again, if you're interested in my services, the links are below. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.
Have a good one, guys. Stay
Peace.
blessed. Infernal blessings.